Hey everybody, welcome to War and Pieces this week. Now, as you saw from the title, something old. Pretty much we are going to be talking about some old stuff. I happened to go to the flea market this weekend. I was very lucky to run into someone that had cleaned out somebody's basement and found a bunch of old stuff. So I figured it'd be kind of cool if we took a look at all the really cool stuff I got. And just kind of break it down, talk about it a little bit, talk a little bit about the game itself and so forth and so on. Actually, I was looking up there because one of the games that I got actually completes a couple of games. So let's just take a quick look at what I got and head down to the table and take a look at it. Let's go. Okay, don't mind Kitty Cthulhu's tail. That's always good to have in here. And if you are a fan of my channel, then you know that Kitty Cthulhu is always in here. Now, this here was given to me as part of this because I was given this pretty beat up copy of Gettysburg, the old Avalon Hill game. And all these are Avalon Hill games. I was pretty glad to get my hands on. This one particularly was just thrown in, and it's really good because I have two sets, and actually one of my boards is ruined, and these boards are really in great shape. This is the 1977 version, but the best thing about it was I was missing a chit, and I have one of the chits in here, so getting this for nothing and just having some of an extra set of the rules, which never hurts, and some of the other old stuff that comes in here, as you can see, all the appearance cards and everything, and the advanced tables really kind of help. And this board isn't too bad either, so it's never bad to have a backup board. But the other board was actually split. These are not, and they actually fit in there pretty good, so it turned out to be a pretty good thing to get my hands on this, even if it's for nothing. So these two boards are really nice, and they'll be perfect for what we need. Another game that I got, and it was just given to me, it was a pretty good day for given games, was actually U-Boat. And the reason this was given to me is because, well, it's a little banged up, but boy, I love the old stuff. I can never do it out. And this board is actually in great shape. I do have a copy of this. Well, when somebody's going to give you something for free, there's nothing wrong with that. And also the fact that this board is a little rough. It's got a little split in it, but we'll make do with it. And hey, you can't go wrong with it for nothing there. But it's kind of nice that you got the ships and everything, the dice. Even came with a free pencil. You can't go wrong when you get a free pencil. Very simple instructions. And this game, oh, if I can remember what year it was, 1961. So this is an oldie but goodie. This is 1961, and boy, it smells like it was from 1961. Talk about musty and old. But I always like having the old collectible. Well, not collectible. I don't think a lot of this stuff is collectible to some people. It's sentimental to people like me, though. Definitely who loves a very old war games, and I just really enjoy this kind of stuff. Another game that I got was another Avalon Hill favorite. It was Assault on Crete, and it also came with a bonus game of Invasion of Malta. And boy, I'll tell you, this one is not that easy to find, and you can see that she's in great shape. Really good game. I've played it once or twice, and boy, I'll tell you, it'd be nice if, as you can see, the book is just in really good shape. And we'll turn it here so you guys can see everything. Really just holding up very well. Game from the 70s, I believe it was 1977. And for a game that's 1977, it's holding up pretty well. What do we have here? Oh, this is where they put all their chits in. Okay. Well, we'll change that up because I definitely don't need anything like that. Shows you I don't even check the games. I just get the games. And we'll move these out here. And let's check on the boards. Oh, there you go. And that's a pretty nice board right there for 1977. And let's see how these other boards are. And I gotta check all the components on it, make sure they're all there. I'm sure they'll be fine though. You never know. So let's crack this open. Ah, there we go. Those are the boards I remember very, very well. And this would actually go here, I believe. And then finally, our middle board. Or is it our middle board? Oh no, these are all played separately, I believe. If I'm not correct. Yeah, because there's different entry points. That's right. Okay, yep. So, pretty much, as you can see, everything all pretty much intact, in pretty good shape. We'll go through, do a counter check, make sure everything's there. And we'll be in good shape with this one as well. And yeah, I don't see this one as much. Now, they had a Panzer Strike there, but I didn't... oh, Panzer Strike, a Panzer Blitz there, but I've already got 2 copies of Panzer Blitz, so I don't really need it. Here, speaking of, oh, let's get that back in there where it belongs. Here we ended up getting Storm over Arnhem, and you can see it's in pretty good shape. And looks pretty good. I can't complain. This is from 1981, I believe. I could be wrong. And the board seems like she's in pretty good shape here. And oh, there we go. And yeah, not too many creases or problems. Looks like we got everything here. Yeah, she looks pretty good. And you can tell just very, very well. God, I miss these days. I miss these days. Now let's turn around so you guys can see it. I always loved the box series games. I really do. Point tracker, not too banged up. This was actually pinned on a wall, from what I can see, or pinned down to be played. So because you got little pinholes in the cover, but that's okay. This is one of the ones that I was actually missing, believe it or not. And she's a pretty good find. Nice oversized chits, which we enjoy, and a bunch of dice, and looks like we did alright here. And I think we paid like 25 bucks for all this. Can't go wrong there. Africa Corpse, which is probably an old favorite, and you could probably, pretty easy to find, not hard to find. This copy was just in a pretty decent shape, and for me, I really like the condition of the board. The board was actually taken care of, it looks like. And just spreading this out, letting you guys take a look. I mean, just, she's a big board, and she takes up some space here. No, can't do it. As you see, we'll just spread it out there and come back. Actually, it's upside down for you guys. Chit's look in great condition, and this is just in pretty good condition, as you can see, and how everything appears, how the allies appear here. Gives you everything that you need from June all the way to October. Really looks to be in great shape. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and these counters are in very good shape for her age. Wow, even has your little how to play thing and your actual battle manual. Here's some of the cool stuff that you would get with some of these games. Oh, look at this. Avalon Hill newsletter. Let's see, when these guys came out, let's find out exactly what's going on here. Now you gotta remember, here's some of these older games. Football was $10. Baseball Strategy Tactics 2 was $5. Oh boy, look at this. Battle of Bulge, $7. You can mail order all this stuff. Gettysburg, $7. Boy, I feel like I got ripped off. This game here was $7. Panzer Blitz, France 9. These were all 9, 7, 9. Look at this Midway. I have all this stuff too. Play by mail. Look at that. Boy, this newsletter is just in. Or catalog is in great condition, as is everything else in here. So I'm quite happy with this. So let's just put that in there. The original trays too. Wow. Cover's a little bent up, but hey, after all that time, come on. We can't complain about that, right? Then finally, one that I've been looking for a while and I couldn't find, and it's originally what caught my eye, was actually Stalingrad from '63. This is a real rare one to find. So I was quite happy when I found this, and I just said, okay, yeah, you're coming with me. And that was that. And you know, the board, let's take a look at. Hopefully I got it on the right side, and she's a big board. Okay, let's turn it, and you can tell, whoops, sorry, hit the thing. Really in great condition. Quite happy with this. This game came out in 1963, so it's exactly 53 years old, 54 years old. 54-year-old game. And look at this, just in really nice condition. Beautiful. Can't go wrong. It's not a reprint. Very nice. I don't believe it's a reprint, that's for sure. Just wow. What can I say? I love this old stuff. God, I love it. I love it. And once it sits in my collection, it's there for all time. Boards look really good. Perfect. Here's the instructions. Just a couple pages. Very simplified. Just go at it. Somebody wrote on the time record, but please, come on. You're just supposed to play the thing, for crying out loud. Just play, have fun. Gives you a nice historical background. What more can you want? Just a quick battle report on how things work. Hey, bet you this pencil's about 50 years old too. Supplement factor. Oh, it even tells us who had this. Gary Schmidt from Orlando. He was a student. He was 16 years old when he got this. Very cool. Well, there you go. Oh, we'll just keep this in here, just for time's sake. And as you can see, just everything where it needs to be. All the units seem to be intact. We'll double check everything. And there you have it. So these old Avalon Hill games, boy, you can't go wrong. Let's send this up top and pretty much put a close on this, but you can see that we got some really nice stuff here. You know, for 25 bucks, 25 bucks I think it was. I mean, how can you go wrong? You can't go wrong. I think that's a pretty good steal, and as long as people are going to keep bringing it to the flea market, I'm going to keep on getting it, and that is for sure. Let's send this up top, and I'll close this out. Well, there you have it. A couple more for the vault, huh? Um, once they come in here, they don't ever find their way out. That's for sure. So we got the pieces that we needed for Gettysburg, so we can complete actually 2 sets, believe it or not. So I was kind of happy about it because I was looking up there and I knew I was missing 1 chit in one and 1 chit in the other. So that's great. And I'm going to check the boards on that one up there. And, you know, whatever's not as good, we'll just send on its way. Stalingrad looks great. Everything else looks intact. I'm going to have to get some containers to get those stupid boxes out of there. But other than that, I'm very happy with what I got there. Looks like it was a pretty good score and we did all right. Not bad for a Sunday. But those old Avalon Hill games hit home, and I know it hits home with a lot of you guys. And it's always nice to take a segment and do this for War and Pieces, where you take a look at some of those old games and it brings you back to your childhood or whatever, when you were a teenager, you know, playing these type of games. You know, back in those days, you know, some of us older guys, you know, you could see that, you know, that's all we had. We just had that, you know, that in our imaginations, and it was a beautiful thing. Playing war games for as long as I have, I've just always been intrigued by them, and I'll never stop. And to be able to show this off to a newer generation where they go, well, you know, graphically it don't look that good, but the heart of the game is what matters. It's very good gameplay, very solid, a lot of fun, easy to learn. A couple pages, and you know, you have fun, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So for this week's War and Pieces, I'm Rob Warren. Thank you guys so much, and we'll be back next week with, yep, that's right, we're heading right back into it. We're going to have our next edition of Squad Leader, Advanced Squad Leader. So I'm looking forward to putting it together, and I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to seeing it. And then we'll do it bi-weekly, the Squad Leader, or we'll fit some more things in there. But the most important thing is that we're covering something that is very near and dear to a lot of people, and that's wargaming. So, with that said, I'm Rob Warren, and we'll see you again soon.